Hey guys, hope you're having an awesome day. Today we're going to be doing a foundation first impressions, and I asked you guys on Instagram actually just like 20 minutes ago which one you wanted to see first out of the BURT'S foundation and the Physicians Formula The Healthy Foundation. I picked them both up today, and let's see which one you guys want to see. All right, 64% of you guys said the BURT'S, so that is the one that I'm gonna go for today. But don't you worry, I will definitely be trying out this Physicians Formula one very soon. Okay, so this is the BURT'S Goodness Glows Liquid Makeup, and I got the shade 1005 Porcelain, which I'm pretty sure is the fairest shade that you can buy. I was so excited that this was actually at my drugstore, because I'm not saying that all drugstores in Canada are like this, but just where I live, like we just like don't have access to a lot of the like new releases, like especially from like BURT'S. Like the BURT'S section in our drugstores have always just been like the very basic skincare and lip balms. Like I've never seen like actual like foundation or anything. So I paid $20.99 for this guy, which is pretty pricey for a drugstore foundation, but I know that BURT'S is like supposed to have better ingredients, so I kind of understand. So you do get the 1 fluid ounce as normal, and it has a pump, which is super nice. Here, if my eyes look kind of red, it's because they're still like a little bit irritated from the video that I actually filmed earlier today, which was the following somebody's makeup tutorial video, except for my boyfriend tried to follow somebody's makeup tutorial. Yeah, he kind of got some stuff in my eyeballs. The back of the foundation says, our full coverage mineral formula leaves the skin smoother and more radiant with a natural finish that's not heavy or greasy. Our moisturizing foundation instantly hydrates and nourishes skin with meadow foam seed oil, known for its skin moisturizing benefits for naturally beautiful results. All right, it says it's full coverage, but let's go for 2 pumps. Okay, so here is the BURT'S foundation that I'm trying today in the shade 1005 Porcelain. This is NARS Sheer Glow in Siberia, so as you can see, it's definitely more yellow toned than the BURT'S foundation. This is the IT Cosmetics CC Cream in the shade Fair, and this is Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation in the shade 1W1. The color looks pretty neutral, very fair, potentially even too fair for me. I never see it as being too fair for me because you can always bronze it up. Oh wow, that is very full coverage, okay. So I did not apply a primer, just some moisturizer about 15 minutes ago. It does have a scent. I honestly feel like it smells like honey, but I'm not sure if that's just me, like BURT'S honey. But it looks like it's giving really nice coverage, and it's feeling super lightweight so far. I'm gonna try the other half of my face with a brush as well, just to see how the coverage compares. So right off the bat, I'm not loving how it's looking with a sponge. It looks very moisturizing and potentially with a bit of shimmer in there, but it's not looking super smooth in some areas. So I'm going to be using the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. And I did not use the full 2 pumps on one half of my face, so I'm just gonna pump like half a pump out there. You can see that on the back of my hand it is oxidizing just a tiny bit, not like turning orange or anything, just it kind of went like a half shade darker, which probably isn't a bad thing considering this is pretty pale. So I think that I'm liking the application a little bit better with a brush. It looks a little bit smoother and not as textury, although it seems to be sinking into my skin nicely, even on the sponge side, so it is looking a little bit better already. So I am gonna do a wear test on this. It's actually pretty late in the day. It is like 3 o'clock. So I'm gonna try to wear this foundation as late as possible in order to get at least a solid 5 or 6 hours in. I mean, I have oily skin, so I know pretty much within 2 or 3 hours if a foundation is gonna like work for me, because I will get oily within that time. Turn the brightness down a little bit there. I feel like it looks very healthy. It doesn't look matte, but it also doesn't look shiny. I do think the formula has a little bit of very fine shimmer in it, so I think that's kind of adding to the glow. Kind of gives me a little bit of a natural highlight, if you can see that. Color is just like a tad too pale for me, and I'm not complaining whatsoever, because there are so many foundations that I own and just so many foundations out there that if you have really pale skin like I do, they just don't make them pale enough. So when something is too pale, I'm just like, plus I can always mix this foundation in with something that's a little bit too dark for me. In terms of finish, it feels kind of like a gel formula that, like, it's set, but it doesn't feel like 100% like totally powdery soft like a lot of other foundations will. It just feels a little bit gel-like, so not really sticky, but not totally dry to the touch either. I feel like it could be a formula that transfers a little bit, but we'll see. It's only been a couple minutes. I don't think this foundation is going to be doing anything for like pores or like anything like that, because it did not smooth my skin like at all. My skin just looks literally exactly the same. Where I had texture before, I have texture now. I'm not sure it made it look a whole lot worse or anything, but like I can still see like every pore and like just my skin. I also feel like, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I feel like it could sink into lines a little bit. I feel like it's already starting to have got quite a strong line right there. Yeah, still feels like the gel texture. It's still not setting down to a powder finish. So I'm just gonna wear this for the rest of the day, and we'll see how it holds up on my oily skin. I'm not gonna be setting it with a powder or anything. I'm not really gonna wear a whole lot of makeup on top. I think I'll just put like a little bit of blush just to see how my blush holds on with the foundation. And yeah. Hey guys, I am back for kind of a mid check-in. It is now 7:30 at night, so I think I started this video shortly after 3 o'clock. I don't know, for 4.5 hours or so. I turned down the brightness quite a lot because I think you can probably see the foundation better now that I have 0 sunlight. It is pitch dark outside. I feel like I'm getting a little bit shiny. I can definitely feel it on my forehead, and you probably can't tell, but there's some shininess on my finger when I touch my face. I do feel like it's held my blush decently thus far. In terms of creasing, I don't think it's too bad actually. It's not too bad in my smile lines, and where I put it a little bit under my eyes, it's not too bad. Even in the crease that I was worried about, it hasn't really gotten significantly worse. So I'll probably wear this for like another 2 to 3 hours, so I'll be back to share my final results. Hey guys, it is now the end of the night. It is 10 o'clock. I don't find that it looks that different from the first check-in that I did. I do feel like my blush has faded a little bit since then, and I'm continuing to see like some foundation breaking up on the sides of my nose there. It's not significantly worse, but you know, just a gradual progression of daily foundation breakdown. Just feels oily. I think it feels more oily than it probably looks. But that being said, I mean, this was not a matte foundation. This is a glowy foundation. So I really think that if you have normal to dry skin, you're really gonna like this. It looked very healthy, it's very glowy, and it stayed put decently well. If you have really, really oily skin, I would probably stay away from this just because it is showing signs of like separation, and it did not keep me matte, but it doesn't look bad either. So I think that even if you do have maybe like more combo, slightly oily skin and you just like a glowy foundation regardless, of if it keeps you matte or not, then, you know, this is nice, this is good. Do I think it's worth $20? I don't know. That's hard to say. I think that if I didn't have oily skin, I might be inclined to say yes. But just because I do have oily skin and I do prefer something that keeps me a little more matte, or just like doesn't separate at least, I'm not sure that the $20 is worth it for me. I think this is something definitely worth picking up if it's on sale, no matter what skin type you have, just to give it a try. Anyway, I guess that's the end of this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you're not subscribed already, please do so if you don't want to miss out on any more videos. I do lots of foundation reviews and pretty low maintenance makeup looks. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.